And we back with another one, episode 6 of Peaked in High School podcast. I'm here with my brothers, Ty and Jones. Always, we missing Tone. He's out there traveling the world doing his thing. Ty's pissed off today, which is
Pissed the
great.
fuck off.
Jones is content, which is beautiful. And we got a special guest today. We got a man of many but to no words. He's related to some, but not all of us in here. He knows about as much about sports as I know about astrophysics. But we decided to bring him in here to liven it up a little bit and see what's going on. His favorite player is Chris Paul, the 2023 version of Chris Paul. He's here. Well, everybody, give a warm welcome to my boy, Masai, aka Mozzie. What's good?
This guy thinks he's a comedian now.
No,
that's how you open it up.
No comedian. Just trying to tell the fans who you are, man.
What's good, y'all?
You should introduce him as Coop, bro.
Nah, man, disrespect.
We got a celebrity in the building.
The disrespect.
That's my
You guys
fault.
might have seen him and her. Motherfucking All American.
A Netflix legend.
I'm about to leave the pod, bro. I had a good 30 seconds.
Spit a hot one.
I'm out of here.
Spit
A
hot.
hot one.
Crazy.
How y'all boys doing? Y'all good?
Doing good.
No,
No. What's wrong with you?
my fucking mic doesn't work.
Next week.
I guess.
Listen. Tell your friends to get out of my motherfucking DMs, man. Tell your posse, tell your crew, tell your fans to get out of my DMs, Ty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They all up in my DMs. Let Ty curse. Free Ty. Let him curse. What are we talking about? I don't got the shackles on him. I don't got them on him.
Hey, just so everybody knows, I don't know who's been keeping up with the pod, who's watched from the first episode to the previous episode, to the most recent episode, I mean. These guys censored me. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I've been less lively. I've been a downer. All that. All because these guys put the cuffs on me. It's crazy. But guess what? I'm back. And I'm better than ever. Fuck these guys. All of them. And Mozzie. You shouldn't have came this week. Fuck you. Fuck them.
See how the family treats you, man?
Listen. You cuffed yourself. I told you I'd bleep out every single one of them if you want me to, bro. Now I got to deal with all your fans.
Hey.
The Bonnet Gang. I got to do a Bonnet Gang.
Hey. That nigga's ride for me. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I got a cult following. And they don't like
to get out of here.
Censored me.
Ty, you're top 4 when you curse. You're about top 150 when you don't. So
anybody that knows me knows I can't go 3 sentences without cursing. It's a trait. Sorry.
I guess. Whatever, bro. Ty also sent the list a little bit ago. Mozzie, I'm sorry I didn't prep you with this list. But he said the top 3 highest peaks. The top 3 highest peaks.
My top 3?
AD, Harden, Dwight, Dame, Westbrook, Melo, Pierce, Embiid, and your boy Chris Paul. First and foremost, I was pretty upset to see Embiid on here because he hasn't even had a peak yet.
It's pretty fucking good, bro.
So we're saying he's at his peak now.
It's his MVP season. What you mean he ain't had a peak yet?
No, I'm saying, but I'm saying their peaks. All these guys have peaked.
Oh yeah.
All of them.
Gotcha. Not on a decline yet. I think you're saying.
This guy just started at. That's what peaking means, but he's peaking.
Yeah, okay. Y'all want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, Mozzie. I want to hear what you got to say.
I'm going to go with Chris Paul, of course. AD.
Nigga lost already.
AD, and I'm going to go with it's between Westbrook and James Harden for my last one. But I think I'm gonna go with Westbrook just because his peak was really high and his decline was really low.
You can tell the difference.
You can tell the difference. It ain't that hard.
I like that.
I go with Chris Paul number 1 just because his peak was for a long time. You know, I know y'all don't like Chris Paul, but he's been a top 5 point guard for a long time in his career. I would say, you know, Makes every team better that he's been on. Every team. I don't want to hear nothing. Every team he's been on has been better.
Have
We'll see
they
what he
ever
do with
really?
Golden State.
Have they ever really been better? And what do you mean? We'll see what they do. What he does with Golden State? You think
We'll
he's
see what
about?
Golden State.
What's he about to do?
He might win a ring. What you mean? We're gonna get his first ring in Golden State. Come on.
Yeah, but what does he do? You know,
Yeah.
they went by
He's gonna contribute.
They're
He's gonna
already good.
contribute. He's gonna contribute. He's gonna do his piece when Steph is off the court. He's gonna do what he can do to hold it down, man. We ain't expecting him to go down there and score, 20 and 9 assists. Like, come on, man. It's cool for him to get his 10 points and his 8 assists. He's gonna be good. He's gonna play his part.
Well, that's what he's been doing these past couple. We never expect that from him. We haven't expected that from him since about 2015.
Come on now, and he's been better than that since 2015. He was amazing with the Rockets. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I guess, bro. Jones, what about you? I'm tired of Mozzie.
So like when you say highest peaks, like so like who was kind of like the best in their prime essentially, and then dropped down? Why you did that?
Ty, what the hell just happened?
It was just a clarification question.
Too much clarification going on, bro. Out of these 9 players, which 3 had the highest peaks?
Yeah, that's literally what I just said. Is that not what I just said?
You didn't see you asked the questions, which you did.
You know how when somebody asks you to answer and then you like re-ask the question to I don't know. My fault, Ty. My fault. My fault.
It's okay.
Anyways,
answer.
3 highest peaks. I'll probably say I don't have it from like 1 to 3, but like I'll just name the 3 that I think out of those 9. I got AD up there. I go AD. I'll probably go Chris Paul and then Westbrook.
You said AD, Chris Paul, Westbrook. Y'all keep bringing up Chris. Okay.
Hey, and Maz, you said AD, Chris Paul, and Westbrook, or AD, Chris Paul, and you did?
Mm-hmm. That's the same 3.
Okay. What about
you said the same thing?
That's the same one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all said.
I mean, out of those 3, I would probably throw AD in there because I think since AD's been in the league, like the amount of kind of like hype he's had and like the potential and ceiling he had has been pretty insane. Like he is absolutely insane. Like the numbers he was doing on the Pelicans was insane, and he goes to the Lakers and he's doing that, and then he just kind of like just plummets though. But like through his stretch of being in the league, when he's healthy, he is absolutely dominant. He was, arguably one of the top best players in the league for many, many years. So I think he's definitely up there. He just can't stay healthy. And then I would probably throw James Harden next, just because did I say James Harden or did I say Westbrook?
You said Westbrook.
I'm about to say my fault. I just looked up and I see James Harden. But Westbrook, because what he was absolutely doing was kind of like pretty insane, like, triple-double after triple-double. Like the numbers he was doing and what he was doing out there on the court was pretty unheard of, so I think he had a pretty amazing stretch and peaked pretty high. And then Chris Paul was really a dog. He really was. Top, like Mozzie said, like one of the top 5 point guards, Probably go down as probably like top 5 of all-time point guards. But last like few years, though, I'm not going to lie, I've not been a Chris Paul fan. He's been pretty fucking ass. But, yeah.
And I could never pick Chris Paul in a sense of he's never been good ever in the playoffs in his life. His hand always breaks for some reason. His toe always hurts. He never hits a clutch free throw. It's just not.
I don't understand why he got to do all this hate right there. Like,
I just have to
what
put it out
all
there.
that, bro? That was unnecessary, man.
The best he's ever been, bro, was in high school. He scored that 60-something.
I don't want to hear
I was just telling him.
Y'all are the only people that bring that up. Y'all are the only people that bring that up, man. Come on.
I mean, but I think when you look at Chris Paul, though, you got to look at more than just kind of like, okay, maybe he's not been good in the aspect of like being that guy in the playoffs and stuff like that. But like Mozzie said, he has made a lot of teams better and has
every team. Every team he's been on, he's made better.
He is what you look at as like a point guard. Like you want a point guard like him, like a leader in that aspect of like what he really brings to the table, like a true point guard. in my opinion. You know, like you watched him in his prime, like he was insane. He was pretty fucking good.
He passed the ball really
His
well.
his IQ is through the roof.
He passed the ball really well. Listen, those are great picks y'all had. I'm gonna go Westbrook, because there was that point in my life where I thought that he was the greatest ever to breathe when he was doing those triple doubles. That was insane. I'm going Harden because there was a time in my life where I thought he was the greatest basketball player to ever live on the planet with what he was doing. And then I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna go to Damian Lillard because what he does is absolutely disgusting, and nobody can ever tell me that step back at the half court line to win the game and send Paul George home isn't the greatest thing. That shot peaks anything Chris Paul's ever done in his entire career. But I'm not gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a debate.
Who was your
It's not a
second player?
debate. It's not a debate. Harden, James Harden.
Harden? Oh, okay, I didn't hear it. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, James Harden.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was looking through the stats and I was like, oh, Paul Pierce on here is pretty interesting, but he was kind of consistent, and I think he, like, watching him was more impactful than I liked him. Plus, he played for the Celtics, Miami Heat fan. Nah. AD, nah. He never played a full season, so I don't care about him. Melo's close, but he was very consistent as well since he got in the league. His, like, whole career was a peak. And Dwight's his peak was year 2 and 3. So I can't do that. So, but Ty?
Okay. L, good job with the common sense, bro. Because number one, well, not in order, but I got Westbrook first and foremost. Any nigga who averages a triple double is better than everybody else. And when you do it 3 times in a row, you're better than everybody else. Sorry, I don't know how else to put it. He's better than Chris Paul. 2, I got James Harden. Aside from Kobe being Bryant, I've never seen anybody put the ball in the basket ever in any ass. I'm talking even when all these NBA players were in high school, bro, and they were putting up 40 and 50 a game, bro. None of them were doing it like James Harden was doing it versus the best players in the world. Sorry.
And that's facts.
And last but not least, and I don't like the disrespect this man gets.
Yes.
Besides Shaquille O'Neal, bro, I've never seen a player as dominant as Dwight Howard ever in my fucking life. Ever in my life. What he was doing on that basketball, bro, this nigga was putting up 30 and 20 games, bro, with no free throws, bro, or threes. One defensive player of the year, bro. The nigga had an all-star career in like 5 years, bro. I mean, a Hall of Fame career, bro, in like 5 years. Niggas don't do that. Niggas just don't do that. Sorry. He was better than everybody else. And he took his team to the finals. Pull that thing up. Let me see how many of these niggas went to the finals, actually.
Got you.
So I had a question. Because you just said that. Yeah, we'll go. Anyways, you just said
Paul Pierce not done. He's out of the conversation already. Dame ain't been damn.
Paul Pierce, not what?
What? He's out of the conversation.
Oh, I thought you were talking about players that ain't been to the finals. Okay,
Paul Pierce out of the conversation. I think Embiid's out of the conversation. Has Chris Paul been to the finals? But
hell no.
He was just in it. What are y'all talking about?
Oh yeah, with Phoenix. You're right. I forgot.
He's not him.
Did he play?
Yes, he played
in the finals.
Yes, he played.
I couldn't give you one step. Yeah, bro. Of all the niggas that he took his team to the finals, bro, as a fucking center, bro, that was doing nothing but banging on niggas, blocking shots, being a fucking force. Who else was on this bitch? Melo. I love Melo, but we're talking peaks. He wasn't doing what those other three are doing, and AD's out of the conversation too. Sorry. So go ahead, Jones. What is your?
You might have swung me there. Sorry, you might have swung. You might have got me. You might have got me. I want to hate Dwight Howard so bad, but it's hard to when you just say everything you say.
Hey, what? Hey, because you think it. Because when you think of Dwight Howard, bro, you think of everything, bro.
Right.
But when we talk straight peaks, bro,
It was crazy.
what Dwight Howard was doing on that
It
fucking
was crazy.
court was absolutely insane, and I haven't seen it done again yet.
He probably just
20,
peaked too soon,
That
huh?
was like 2009, 2008.
2008, yeah, 2014, 2013, 18, 13, 22, 14, 2014. Yeah.
Peaked
Hey,
too soon.
shooting 10% from the free throw line, bro.
You're right.
8-1s and shit, bro. He's just straight throw it up there. I'm gonna get it, bro. The dunk contest, bro. Niggas weren't fucking with Dwight. None of
Did the
them.
dunk
Nobody
contest.
was
Yeah.
fucking with Dwight, bro. Unless you were a guard
Who?
and didn't have to guard him.
They played the Lakers in the finals, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
got their ass toasted too. Fatty.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I gotta like. I think you kind of like. I think I discredit James Harden a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Were you about to ask me?
But real quick. I think I really discredit James Harden a lot though. But if I would probably throw James Harden in there because in reality, if you're a real basketball player, you realize that you bucket, and that motherfucker was a real bucket getter. But my question was because you said Westbrook was on your list, and you said triple double. Like arguably, if you average a triple double, you had one of the greatest peaks. That's literally what you just said, or whatever. So it brings me back to I don't know if it was like last week or the week before, when you, or maybe the week before that, when you said that Jokic was an elite, but the motherfucker averaged a triple double.
3 times in a row as a point guard.
Okay, no, you're right. Okay, never mind.
No, don't let him do that to you, Jones. No.
Yeah, no, but yeah, but
Hold on.
I mean, he's gonna average a triple double 3 times in a row. He will, but
I don't listen. I don't like how you just did that as a point guard. As a point guard, no, the center averaged 10 assists as a center.
That's insane.
Hey, okay.
That don't happen.
First and foremost, let me start here, bro. First and foremost, bro, you niggas are acting like I sat up here and said a nigga was weak or something.
But you said he wasn't elite.
And can you tell them my reasoning for not saying that? Or are we just gonna keep it broad that he's not elite? When you're at here's my thing. When you're at an elite level, you can't lose that stats. If LeBron averages 5, 5, and 5 next year, he's elite. And that's just that. He's elite, bro. He's elite, bro. And that's it. Once you hit a certain status, bro, that's it. You can't come down from that, bro. If Jokic never does what he does ever again for the rest of his life, bro, he'll never be in that elite status.
So LeBron averages 5, 5, and 5.
No, he's elite though.
He's elite.
No, yeah.
Bro, you gotta look at his resume, bro. Look at his resume, bro. He's elite, bro. No matter what he does from here on out, he's elite. No matter what, who else did I say? No matter what Kevin Durant does, bro, this nigga averages like the most points over a career like ever, bro. Niggas just don't do that, bro.
The resumes are just too good. They done too
resumes
much.
are just too good, bro. Jokic, bro.
I think Jokic is gonna be elite.
So is Westbrook still elite?
Wouldn't be elite. I didn't say he wouldn't be elite, but I also said this is what I also said. I said you can be one thing and play like another thing. I said Jokic was a superstar that definitely played at an elite level last year. I definitely said that. If LeBron, like I said, if LeBron was just 5, 5, and 5, that nigga's an elite player that play like a fucking scrub.
So he's averaged 20, 10, and 7 the last 5 years. That's not
elite.
So who are the elite? Who are the elites in the NBA right now?
He ain't watched any of our episodes, bro. So he don't know who.
And Jokic,
I want to hear it.
You want to pull the clip
up?
Huh?
MVP, Finals MVP.
That's hard. That he's building an exquisite resume. And then Tone asked me, what does he have to do to be elite? And what did I say? Keep doing what he's doing for another year or two, and he's elite.
Okay. Is Westbrook still considered elite?
Westbrook's an elite player that hasn't played at an elite level since
I think he has an elite career, right? I think
he has an elite career.
Mm-hmm.
It's an elite guy right there, but he hasn't been that since 2015, bro.
Yeah.
We're not gonna discredit a nigga's whole career just because he's played, or like just like we're talking about peaks, like the peaks of their career. We can't discredit that just because they don't play like that now.
I feel like people try to do that with Melo too.
And people try to do that with Melo.
So how long was Westbrook's peak though?
Westbrook's peak was about 4 years. Westbrook
with that. And how long he been in the league? For about what? 12?
Since when did we sell the Sonics?
2008?
8, I think. 2008.
He been in the league since 2009.
2009.
Yeah, because he was a year right after.
So
he started getting freaky. He started getting freaky 2016 when he averaged 31, 10, and 10.
So his peak wasn't that long.
What?
So that still makes him an elite player. They said it was so high. He's still elite.
That shit was so high and so impactful.
Mm-hmm. He did it 4 times. He averaged a triple double 4 times. He took that year off and then he came back again, averaged 22, 11, and 11. I think the 11 and 11 mark is crazy because he wasn't just scraping 10. That boy got to 11.
Hey, like at that point, bro, like how many niggas can say like they were the best player on the floor damn near every game they played in, bro? If you're putting up them numbers every single game you play in, bro, you're the best player on the floor, bro, and that nigga's still not winning MVPs. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I remember that time when he wasn't winning MVPs. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I'll say that.
This is something that I've always thought about for a very long time. Not to mind you, a very long time. It's something that is kind of controversial. I think I'm gonna make a lot of people mad with it, but at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? We fuck stands for coffee spelled backwards. Shout out to Bikini Beans. Anyways, so with that being said, for the longest, I've always felt like this particular hobby was not considered a sport. And I'm gonna say it. I don't see track being a sport. I don't think track is a sport. I just don't consider, running and jumping a sport. I feel like you do those things in other sports, but when it comes to like track and field, like I don't really consider that a sport. I don't know.
So what's the top?
What's a sport?
So the topic is the question is, is track a sport?
Wow.
What's a sport?
When I think of a sport, I think of like a lot of things that invite. It's like a competitive. Not to say that track's not competitive and all, but I think of like a ball, like scoring, like that's what I consider a sport.
Is wrestling a sport?
Wrestling. That's a good question.
Is boxing a sport?
Ooh.
So sports only include balls.
Not even necessarily though. Like I just don't feel like. I feel like.
Is swimming a sport?
No, it's a hobby.
I love it.
I think swimming is a hobby. I think boxing is. Okay. If you think about it, I think.
So, what's the difference between a sport and a hobby?
A hobby is something. It's something that a lot of people can do. A lot of people can just get up and be like, hey, let me find a new hobby or something like that.
Let me go for a run.
Let me go for a run. Exactly.
Let me jump over this stick. Stick real quick.
Bro, like, why are we turning conditioning into a sport?
But bro, listen, do you hoop at the rec center on the weekends or hoop somewhere?
I do.
You do?
Hey, the nigga.
So is it
in a fucking men's league?
Is that not a hobby for you?
It's a hobby, but it's a sport I'm playing. You don't hear people say, okay, listen, okay, so here. Okay, so track is not a sport. Because you don't hear people say, hey, let's get together and go play track.
Mm-hmm.
You hear people say, "Hey, let's go play basketball. Let's go play football."
But a
You don't hear
sport
people say,
isn't.
let's go play swim." No, you don't play swim.
Let's go
But
play
a
swim.
but a sport isn't only a game.
I think when you think about sports, I think a sport is a game.
Some sports are games. Not all sports are games.
I think a
It's a
majority of all
competition.
sports are
It's a
games. I
competition
think,
or a match. Tennis ain't a game. It's a match.
so if we're gonna say that everything's a competition, so then like if a competition is considered a sport, as what was I about to say what's that shit called? Fantasy football, is that considered a sport? Hear me out, because it's competitive.
I wouldn't consider it a
It's very
sport.
competitive, right?
But nowadays, I think they do consider it a sport.
It's not a sport.
What's going on?
Go ahead,
What's happening here? What just happened?
I'm gonna dead all of this. We're doing too much speculation, so I'm gonna give definitions, and then I'm gonna make a statement right after. The dictionary definition of what a sport is: an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others. Okay, let's think about track. Is it physical exertion, L?
Yes.
Okay, is it a skill as far as an individual or team competing? Because somebody has to win, somebody has to lose.
Yep. I think where Jones could say is not. Go ahead.
But you go ahead.
I was gonna say where Jones could possibly say is not a skill because like how is running a skill. That's what I feel like Jones could say. Am I right, Jones?
Yeah, how is running and jumping a skill?
Competitively.
A skill is being fast or not. What do you mean?
Well, okay, let's
Or
put
jumping far or not.
No, a skill is not being faster.
Let's put it like this. Bro.
It's not a
It doesn't
skill
mean
to
skill to be
run a.
faster.
Let's put it like this, bro. If I pick a basketball up and throw it at the rim, that's that compared to shooting the basketball is two different things, yeah. Just like anybody running and somebody running 100-meter dash, a timed event to beat other people are two different things. Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now my next Google search. What's the difference between a sport and a hobby? A sport is technically defined as something that requires physical exertion and typically includes a degree of competition. Both those things you can say about track. A hobby is something someone does for fun, for the challenge, or for some other reason, and usually they do it deliberately in their free time. In their free time, meaning when you set time aside, when there's official records of heights being jumped and javelin being thrown and relays being ran, that makes it a sport. And that's just that.
Jones.
And my third and final point. Can you name one sport that is not in the Olympics? I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Can you name me one thing that is in the Olympics that is not a sport?
Track.
The Olympics is literally international sports competitions to see which country is the best at said sport. Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Is track in the Olympics?
Unfortunately, it is.
Unfortunately, it is. So, unfortunately, it is a sport. Yay or nay?
It's not a sport. You said name one thing that's in the Olympics.
What did I just say? You keep answer that question.
So then I got a question. So hold on. Can I ask you a question with a question? So they're about to start introducing gaming in the Olympics.
Yeah, you mean esports? Yeah.
What about it? They call it esports, but
Electronic sports. Yes, they do call it that. Now, what else?
But are those athletes though? I'll just ask a question off the. Are they athletes?
The players are
is
athletes, but they're controlling athletes.
Your definition of a sport is that exertion of an individual, a physical exertion.
Yeah.
Is it?
Why does physical have to be your whole body and being tired all the time?
You ever played the game for hours, bro?
You ever played the game for hours and hours and hours and hours?
So when you say physical, so what is physical exertion mean?
It's when you do something physical and exert energy.
But I think what e-gaming is different though, because you don't gotta be. You're controlling the player that's doing all the work. It still takes a skill.
And that's the point that makes it a sport, is the skill piece.
Like you playing two.
I'm asking you.
No, it's literally what we call sports: football, basketball, whatever sport it is, maybe. Just because it's on a video game, don't make it not a sport.
Hey, and what separates that from a hobby, that sport from a hobby, is you hopping on a 2K right after this. That's a hobby, bro. You're doing that for fun, just because you have time to do it, bro. Niggas gonna get paid to game. Putting in hours and hours a day.
You know, I agree with the definitions, and I'm about to hop on the Jones paddy wagon real quick. What piece of running is a sport? Is a skill?
It's not just the running.
It's the
competitiveness. Is getting off the blocks. That's a skill. It's the technique. Running. It's a skill. You ain't running the same. You ain't running the same on the track that you're running on the field or that you're running on the court. There's a whole technique to it.
Thank you. I was just about to say you don't run that exactly. I literally was gonna say that, bro. The same way niggas run on the. There's niggas who run track and basketball, bro, and run two different ways. They're getting up and down the court when they're running a 100-meter dash.
Yeah. There is technique to it, for sure, 100%. And I think that is where the skill comes in at. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Track is a sport. I don't like how you just came in here, Jones, and disrespected Masai's whole livelihood. You know he was like first in state and all that. You know how he rocks, bro.
Crazy, man. I wasn't first, but I was up there.
Jumped in college with the best of them. Come on, bro. There's technique, man. There's skill to that, bro. Come on, man.
You don't like track, Jones?
I got a question. So is rock, paper, scissors a sport?
I wouldn't call that a sport.
That's not a sport?
Let me think.
Why?
I wouldn't call it a sport.
Don't nobody answer that bullshit. Why?
Why what?
To the end. Why are you asking that?
Is rock, paper, scissors a sport?
Is drinking water a sport?
If you're competitively drinking a sport, it takes skill to win and compete, right?
Hot dog eating contest. Hobby or sport?
Hobby or sport?
Well, apparently, what the definition is a sport. It takes skill and it's a competition. If that's what sports are, so then rock, paper, scissors can be considered a sport. That should be in the Olympics.
Tell me what skill that takes.
The Olympics?
Tell me what skill rock paper scissors take. That's more of like I would say a gambling game than anything.
Gambling is a sport.
Poker.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors takes
got me there.
Hey, hold on.
This is exertion.
Okay.
Just like this is exertion. This is exertion.
Okay.
It's a guessing game.
So rock, paper, scissors is a sport. Now where do we go from here? Now tie that back into how it proves your point.
Yeah, house track not a sport.
So we're looking at the definition of all these sports, right? So it's just like you were so quick to say it wasn't a sport though.
I would still say it's not a sport.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just my opinion. I just feel like it. I feel like it doesn't take much skill to go out there and and run on the field and do all this stuff. In
You
my
think you
opinion,
Have you done
Have
it?
you ever ran track?
no. So
Yeah,
I
have you
ran
done
track.
it?
Listen, I ran track for 4 weeks out of the 4 years I was in high school.
Uh-huh.
I did it for a week each motherfucking year. So,
And why?
anyways,
And why'd you stop?
I stopped because I didn't like fucking running. I'm not running for a purpose. I'm not running for
There's
like.
a purpose.
I mean, there is a purpose, I guess, to compete and win. But I looked at it like,
Weren't good at it. Were they
no, not
faster than
even
you?
that. I was solid on the hurdles. Stop playing with me.
But you never competed, so you don't know how good you really were. You were in practice for a week.
100%. Also, I was very slow back then, so I didn't run track.
That's probably why you didn't like it.
So you don't think it's a sport because you weren't good at it?
No,
There it is. There it is.
no,
That's
that's
exactly
not
what
what it
it is.
was. No, I just didn't. I didn't feel like why the fuck am I running? Like,
To beat someone, why are you shooting balls in a hoop?
I was about to say, why are you shooting? But why are you?
Why do you like running? Why do you like running a football to the end of the field?
that shit is fun to me. Hitting somebody, tackling somebody, passing the
It's
ball.
fun to you.
shooting a
Hey,
jump shot.
I'm
That's
sorry.
fun.
I'm sorry to tell you, bro, but just because you don't think it's fun, bro,
Yeah,
doesn't.
you're kind of
doesn't
you're kind of shooting your,
world.
you're kind of hurting yourself right now, bro. Like you're kind of
Okay, listen.
And I'm
You're
mad
kinda
we've
hurting
been
yourself.
talking about this shit for so long. I thought it was going to be yes, we're going to move on. But we've been talking about this for 20 minutes. What the hell's going on?
Joey, you kind of hurt yourself a little.
Because
You came in here and said, I'm not fast enough, so I hate track. I don't think it's fun. I hate track. That's not good, bro. Those aren't good points.
Good points, bro.
Not good points at all.
listen, I just don't think running is considered a sport.
It's not okay. It's not just running.
Jumping is considered a sport. I think it's a competition. It's competitive.
We'll
What do you
ask the
think?
people. Oh, okay. You want to keep going, Mozzie? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. We ask the people.
Like you said, you hit him in a sore spot. He can go all day. We're gonna ask the people what they think. Hopefully, we get some responses.
Hey, you might get fucking cooked in
You
the
might. You just might.
You might
Let
get
the-
fucking cooked.
No, listen.
Let the right person see it.
I
It's
can't
up.
wait till Tone sees
They're gonna
this.
fry me. They're gonna fry me.
It's time. NBA all-time top 5, not top 5 list. We're gonna make our top 5 NBA not top 5 list. Meaning we all made a list of 5 players that we think that are in our personal top 5s that would never ever make a top 5 list in life. I'm gonna start things off because I'm excited. My NBA top 5, not top 5 list. Number 1, my first draft pick ever, Joel Anthony. You understand what I'm saying? He's the only man to step on the court and get 23, 24 boards and not even think about putting a shot up. Who does that? He's the only man to get on the court, put up 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, get 4 fouls in 20 minutes. He's the man. And he's who I need on my team. Next, I'm taking James Jones. You think finals? You think James Jones. He's there. You need a bucket? James Jones is making it. He got 3 rings. Don't overlook James Jones. My next pick, actually, he's kind of good, and I didn't realize it, but I'm putting him on there anyway. Joe Dumars, because when I was in high school, I used to play that Joe Dumars D. You heard? Joe Dumars. You don't know who he is? Look him up. All-time defense every year, damn near. He played in the league. My next pick, Hog. Jeff Green. He's one of my favorite players of all time. Just got his first ring. He's on my list, and he's on my team. Jeff Green is one of my favorite players all time. He's still cramming on people. Look up his 2022, 2023 highlights. He's still cramming on me. He plays for the Denver Nuggets. He's been in the league since I was a toddler, I think. That's my guy. And my final pick, somebody I draft every single year in fantasy basketball. Somebody I feel is the most underrated scorer ever in life. Tobias Harris. Listen. Take James Harden, leave, please. You want to get out? Get out. We'll be just fine in Philly. Tobias Embiid? That duo? Oh, my God. And that's my NBA top 5, never top 5 list, all-time never top 5 list. Ty, what you got?
Before I go, to lead any list ever off with fucking Joel Anthony is sick. It's fucking sick, and I'm just gonna state that now. All right,
What?
my my all-time five, not top five, goes as follows.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, I have Danny Granger. Let me tell you something. Back in my day, when I was just a young buck, there wasn't this whole I like every player in the league type deal, especially when it came to LeBron and Kobe. You were either a LeBron fan or a Kobe fan. And it wasn't, oh, I like Kobe, I love Kobe, I'll tolerate LeBron. No.
Mm-hmm.
One was the best in the world, one was the worst in the world. And I was
Facts.
a Kobe fan. And I hated LeBron James so much that let me also preface this. Back in the day, 2K10, 2K11, I was him on the sticks. I was genuine. Ask about me. I was him. And when I tell you, I went around playing any and everybody because all they did was pick the fucking Heat. And all I did was pick the fucking Pacers and drop 50 on it with Danny Granger game after game after game. Nobody else is getting a shot, bro. If you can't score more than 60 points, you're not going to beat me. Because Danny Granger's going to have his 60. Okay? I used to go around with signs saying Danny Granger's better than LeBron James. I can't make this up. Next on my list, Hardaway. Boy's just a dog.
Say it again.
You said Penny?
He never won't be in nobody's top five, but he's more like of that list. He's more of on the top of the elite. That's probably the highest rated player I have is Penny. He's just him. We all know him. We all love him. Penny's just him. My third personal goat of mine, Josh Smith, and I'm not talking Wood. Josh Smith for the Atlanta Hawks was probably the first human highlight reel I've ever known in my life. Every game was a body. He was like Blake Griffin before Blake Griffin, bro. He was really that. If you know, you know. Next on my list, Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. Let me tell you something. If he even played one more year of good basketball, he'd be in you guys in people's GOAT conversation. Okay, if he didn't hurt himself 1,000 times in 2 years, he'd be him, bro. He wouldn't even have to be doing podcasts. If he's sitting on millions right now, we'd all be wearing Gilbert Arenas shoes. Michael Jordan who? And I had one person on the list that I think I'm gonna take off. So I put a list of 7. I think I'm gonna take these 2 off. But my subs, I had Paul George and Lance Stevenson. Honestly, I think Paul George is one of the greatest players we've ever seen in our life.
Not facts.
And then Lance Stevenson, if you know, you know. But I'm just gonna push him to the side. In my last number, solidified number 5, Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay, a 2K legend. He's one of those threes he was one of the first threes I've seen that could do it all. Do whatever you need him to do, and he was gonna do whatever you needed him to, especially on the Grizzlies. Fuck out of here. He can hang with the best of them. And that is my all-time 5, not top 5.
I like you starting with the Pacers. I like that Kobe Bryant, LeBron. You hate one, you love one. That's good. That's good. That's a good list.
That's my man's.
That's a good list. You lose to us 5-on-5, but that's a good list. That's a good
oh
list.
My god! Yeah, in a game of who could score less. Kidding
Bet we
me?
get more boards. Bet we get more boards.
Plus 40 on the boards. I'll give you that.
Jones, what you got?
All right, so when I first got this topic, I didn't really know. So like, I had like a backup, but then my backup wasn't that good anyway. So I didn't do the right thing. But debriefing after hearing you guys' topic, I'm going with arguably one of the. This guy is a lefty. He is arguably like one of the best lefties you probably seen get to that bag before. He is a Milwaukee Bucks legend, Brandon Jennings. Probably had one of the best YouTube highlights you've ever seen in a summer league, game. Was an absolute bucket getter. Like I'm talking about before James Harden made that gap, we was watching Brandon Jennings get to the motherfucking bag. Yeah. So I'm gonna start him off for my number one.
Jones. You know what's crazy is I had Brandon Jennings, but I had Gilbert Arenas, and I didn't want people to think I just had him because we're on the same podcast together. I like that pick. I like that pick.
Then I'm going with the best. Listen, so this is the best breakfast drink you can get in the morning, and it's the best. It's the best motherfucking topping you could put on your sandwich. I'm going with OJ Mayo. Was really bro. Like OJ Mayo was a bucket, bro. And I promise you, you had him in 2K. That motherfucker used to get to it. Used to get to it. What happened to him? Where did he go after? I don't even know where he went after Memphis.
He got kicked out the league.
Did he?
Yeah, he got suspended for like a couple years, I think, and then came back for a year, and then
he came back for Milwaukee for a little bit, right? And then he left, I think.
No, I think he got kicked out from Milwaukee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, he used to be really he. And then I'm going with another lefty. This motherfucking Tayshaun Prince had a strap on him. Do you remember that? Tall, lanky, light skin.
Yes.
Really,
yes.
I got him and Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was pretty, he was one of the, big, like, kind of like small forward that really used to get to it.
Some could say he kind of started that wave low key, like the big man that started pushing that. Yeah.
Yeah, the point forward. Yeah. And then my last on the list is Kenneth Faried. Kenneth Faried had like I think it was just like one season, maybe a half a season, not even one season. It was like maybe like a quarter of a season. That motherfucker used to yam on a lot of niggas.
No, he did. He
used to yam and like, he's ass, but he had a couple of highlights that were just like, damn, okay.
Hey, I watched the nigga get 9 rebounds in a row. So I watched it, bro. He kept missing. And
he gonna hustle.
And missing. But I think he got 9 rebounds, bro.
I believe it. Sounds like it.
He gonna hustle.
But yeah,
that's a good list, Jones. That's a good list. I forgot about BJ and them. OJ too. I forgot about them.
Team.
We got some dogs. That's crazy.
Man, I had a long list, but I'd have cut a lot of niggas out. Go ahead, Mozzie, and then so I can say a couple more for my list, bro. There's some niggas we need to remove.
All right. Hey, first of all, why you keep muting my mic, bro? You hear my fan?
Because you're making a lot of noise while people are talking. I need to make sure my man's indies are good. You feel me? Like, you just a guest here, bro. We live here.
Yeah.
This is my dad. This is my daddy's house.
This is my daddy's house.
Okay, so yeah, at first I didn't understand it neither. At first I thought the list was like top 5 at position or whatever. But I get it, man. My list might be wrong, but this is what I got so far. I got Terrence Ross. I thought he was a dog, man. Hey, he's the only reason why I started watching UW basketball.
He came down to Kentwood and showed Josh Smith what a real Keep going.
Really? Really? Okay. Tyson Chandler. He might be in someone's top 5 for a little bit of time when he was in New Orleans, but he was a dog with Chris Paul.
That's why you
Chandler. Yeah. Rajon Rondo. That he was my second favorite point guard after Chris Paul.
And he's better than Chris Paul, so.
No, well, he's not.
Well,
Chris Paul ever done this?
He probably has. He probably has.
Rajon Rondo was the reason why the up and under was so elite.
That's why he's in my top 5. And then now I got Then I got Zebo.
Yeah,
I like Steve-O.
That's a
That
good
boy,
one.
yeah, he was a beast in the paint, man. That's my top 5.
You name 5. Name your
That's
5
fine.
again.
Oh, his 5th was Chris Paul.
Oh, I didn't say. So I got Zebo, Rondo, Terrence Ross, Tyson Chandler. Oh, okay. Then my last one was between. Well, I had Jimmy Butler on there, but he's probably in someone's top 5 list. Would y'all say so?
Yeah, you're not top 5.
Who's your other guy?
Mother guy. Mother guy is really not a top 5 guy. That's Jay Crowder. It's he's a bucket.
Bucket.
He's a
He
bucket.
Hey,
Behind the 3-point line, he's a bucket. For the Lakers and the Suns, he got a good run. What you talking about?
Okay.
No one said nothing about your top 5, bro. Let my top 5 be my top 5. No, we weren't.
Top 5. That's why nigga said Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder.
Rather Joel Anthony on my team.
Come on, man. Hey, listen up.
My bad.
You gonna watch it about Joel, bro?
My
I
bad.
get a jersey if they sold him.
You're not rocking 50.
You won it. You won it.
Was he number 50?
You won it.
There's no way.
That would be the first jersey I ever bought.
Hey, there are 5. There's 6-year-old jerseys in circulation, bro. He has one, his wife, his 3 kids, and his mama. Those are the only motherfuckers in the world who got fucking Joel Anthony jerseys. You shitting me? I'm shitting you.
I'm dead.
That is sick.
I'm dead. Who are some more you have on your list, Ty?
First off, bro, do you niggas remember what that nigga Tyreek Evans was doing his rookie year?
I forgot about Tyreek Evans.
Gosh. Tyreek was really him-athy. And
Tyreek was crazy. And he got a bad rep, too, because he wasn't really all that in the NBA. But when I watched him play at, SPU, and I watched him dominate every single person, shoot from half court, just do whatever he wanted, I became a fan.
Second, bro. What was I just thinking of? Oh, my gosh. Hey. One trade away from being one of the greatest we've ever seen in our life. The only reason Steph Curry is as heralded as he is now.
Monte
Ellis was really him.
Facts.
Do you hear me?
Facts.
If Steph Curry would have got shipped off, it'd be Monte Ellis who we hold up here. Okay, niggas would be having Golden State Monte Ellis jerseys walking around.
Where'd he go after Golden State?
To the Bucks.
The Bucks.
With OJ.
Who they had Monte Ellis, and who was the other one they had? Was it just him and Steph?
It was him and Steph and Bogut.
And Bogut. That boy was averaging 25, 24, and 21. That boy was going crazy.
Nasty. That was a bucket getter right there, boy. That was a bucket getter right there.
Dang.
Yeah, bro.
I thought they had someone else. Was it Rashad Lewis?
Not
Golden State?
over there. Not Golden State.
Josh Richardson was there for a little bit.
It was cool.
There's some dogs, bro, that were in this league but didn't last too long. I mean, you can think about Brandon Roy.
I almost added him too, but I thought like he's definitely someone's. I was thinking he was top 5 in the league at some point. So I thought we weren't doing like not top 5 at all ever in the league. I almost added Brandon Roy.
Yeah,
you know who I liked? I like that Luol Deng.
Luol Deng, my man's. Hey, I love it. Only got to ever be able to strap up LeBron James, and that's just facts.
That Luol Deng was a lot.
How come those guys don't get retirement announcements? Like, I never knew he left the league.
So he had to hurry, bro, because he fucking stole all of LA's money. So
had to get up out of there.
I think he might still be on fucking payroll. That's why he can't retire.
Him and Steve Nash.
Him and Steve Nash, bro, taking 40 the cap.
Forgot about that.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So what's up, fellas? How we doing today? You know,
Apologize
towards the end of the podcast. towards the end of the podcast. What'd you say?
Apologize to Mozzie.
I'm not. What the fuck I gotta apologize for?
Because he shouldn't have to be subject to this. Mozzie took time out of his busy day. You know he got to go to the store soon.
My phone about to die, so let's get this game going.
Anyways, let's go. So it's the game you guys all seen before. Start one, bench one, cut one. I got a list of some guys that I'm gonna throw out there that I feel are very comparable in their games and whatnot. So we're gonna kind of like discuss which one we're gonna start, bench, cut. So who would like to start?
Mozzie.
All right. So Mozzie, start one, bench one, cut one. These are three guys that we kind of like discussed about just recently, and I'm gonna start off with LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, or Tyrese. Which one? Start one, bench one, cut one.
People are pissed about this, by the way. On pissed.
I'm gonna go with start Tyrese. I just got introduced to his game. See, he's a baller. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna start Tyrese. I like Melo's game, so I'm gonna bench him, and I'm gonna cut. What was the other guy's name?
Darius Garland.
Darius Garland. He's from Cleveland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
want you to know you better not let LCU out in the streets, bro, because you're gonna beat your ass.
You're a big
big DG fan.
That's my guy.
Watch a lot of his games, man.
Every time any chance I get.
He's a dog. What's your reasoning for that list? Do you want to give a little rundown?
Yeah, like I said, I just got introduced to Tyrese's game. I see he's a baller, bro. From what I noticed, he's an all-star this year. I guess LaMelo was an all-star as well, huh? I don't know. I'm not familiar with homeboy's game from Cleveland. I know he's a sniper. I know he's a sniper. Other than that, that's all I know about him.
Okay.
Yes,
might be the third best ball handler in the league right now, but it's okay. All right.
He said he's the best ball handler in the league.
Third best ball handler.
Okay.
I'm starting Darius Garland III.
Mm-hmm.
I'm benching LaMelo, and Tyrese can play next year. Like they told me. We'll see you next year, brother.
Yeah. You want to give a little rundown of why you got that list? Why
I think
Tyrese, you're not a Tyrese fan?
I'm a big Tyrese fan, but you gave me one. I'm a bigger fan of Darius, and I'll battle with anybody. And then I think for me, I just love LaMelo's game. He plays so free out there. He plays like I'm just having fun. And it took me a while to love his game, but I just love it. I mean, he's just he's just himself. That's why I wish he was playing this summer too, because it's like I know he would have so much fun. But anyway, and then I'm not a Tyrese fan. I love Tyrese, and I think he's really good. I've watched a lot of Tyrese play, and he's good. I think main thing is he lost me money this year, so he's got to play next year. Ty.
I'm starting Melo, benching DG, cutting Reese.
Bye.
Reese's nice. That's my boy too, but hey, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1-0-0. I've been watching Melo play in the league for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to see one other human being that can guard him and stop him from doing whatever the fuck he wants to do out on the basketball court. And I don't think that gets talked about enough.
Facts.
He literally does whatever the hell he wants. And I'm going to put this out there. The only reason, I'm not even going to say that, but I will say this. Miles Bridges not being on that team really fucked them. Because if he was still on that team, they would have made the playoffs, and I think they would have did something. And that might be a top 3 duo in the league. in my opinion, bro.
That's your hot take for today?
That was a whole segment of hot takes.
My thing is, and LaMelo Ball together on the same basketball court, bro. There's nothing they can't do. There's absolutely nothing they can't do. It's like they read each other's minds out there. I love it, and I love that he's back. I think he just re-signed. I think he's out of jail. 37 nights. So,
just got with a bracelet on his ankle in the game. No biggie. We've seen it before.
KCP shit.
Yeah.
They just got Amari Bailey, right?
Hey, don't mention him. That sucks.
Oh, my bad.
Watch him suck it up for fucking however long the summer league's been. He sucks.
Yeah.
That's
All right, ready for the next one?
Mom's hot, so stay in the league. Keep going.
All right, so this next one is I'm actually going to switch another guy with this one, but we're going to do Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, or Bradley Beal.
I'm starting Zach LaVine. I'm bitching Devin Booker, and I'm cutting Bradley Beal. Simple. The only reason Booker isn't starting on my team is he's become real dickhead as of late. And then I think that's that Chris Paul effect. He wasn't like this before Chris Paul got on the team.
Facts, though.
Now all of a sudden he thinks he's better than everybody with no accolades.
Because he started winning some games, man. It got to his head. He started winning some games.
I don't like it, Mozzie.
I'm starting Devin Booker, benching Zach, and cutting Beal. I don't think Beal should have been in there, though, to be honest with you. I think you should have chosen a different player.
Talk to him.
He's not mentioned.
I just don't think he's comparable to the other two.
Bill's pretty freaking good, brother.
Yeah.
Have you watched him?
I guess I ain't seen him play in a minute.
This last season, he didn't really do much. He was hurt, though. But, I mean, the motherfucker's been in Washington. What the fuck do they have in Washington?
Yeah, that's probably why I ain't seen him play.
You can't fight him, Jones. You can't fight him for his opinion, bro.
All right, go ahead. E.
You said side note?
Oh, I was just gonna say, side note, just backtracking to the fucking all-time five, not top five. Do you guys remember prime John Wall?
Yeah.
It made my fucking heart.
My guy went back.
My heart happy watching him play.
That was fun.
Watching him play where?
Watching him play on the court.
Mm.
John Wall.
He's probably jaw before jaw was jaw, honestly.
Jaw before jaw is jaw. Go ahead.
Jones, I am starting I'm starting Bradley Beal. I'm benching Devin Booker and I'm cutting Zach. I'm starting Brad because he's a bucket. I'm benching Booker because I need him on the team, but he's not better than Jamal Murray. And then I am cutting Zach because I don't like how he treats his coach.
How does he treat his coach?
You're not just going to be talking to me however you want to talk to me. Like, that ain't going to work. And I don't like how he did us back in 2011 and 12.
Just so everybody knows, Ella has a personal gripe with Zach LaVine.
What do you do to his coach?
Ability, and that's
nothing to do with his ability at all. Well, he's really good. Let me tell you something. You ain't got to talk to me like you talk to that. He told the coach to sit the hell down, shut the fuck up, and let me play the game. That's what he told him to do.
In high school?
No, in the NBA. The grown man. The old man coach, he told this to.
Coach is probably doing too much, bro.
Coach got kids. Coach got a wife.
Coach didn't know what he was talking about, bro.
He masturbated him right in front of everybody.
Hey, guess what the coach did?
That's exactly what he said.
Down, bro.
He sat his happy ass down.
They probably won the game, too.
Hey, guess what Zach did? Started firing that bitch from half court. He didn't care, bro. You ain't doing that on my team, bro. I'll catch you next year. Jones.
Next one, ready. Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell.
I'm. You want me to go first?
Hurry up.
Cutting Donovan Mitchell. Um, I'm probably gonna start Jalen Brown and bench Edwards.
Holy smokes!
We gotta hear the reason why.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm gonna start
No,
Edwards.
no.
I'm gonna start Edwards. I'm gonna start Edwards.
Continue, go
I'm gonna start
ahead.
Edwards. I'm gonna start Edwards. I'm gonna start
Okay.
Edwards.
Okay.
I like his game. I like Edwards' game. I really do.
Team's still fucked, but it's alright.
Why? Cause I'm
Go
cutting
ahead.
Mitchell.
Go ahead, talk about
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I ain't seen Mitchell play since he was Spiderman. Do they even call him that still?
He was Spider-Man.
They still call him that? I ain't seen him play not 1 minute in Cleveland. I don't watch Cleveland basketball.
it. Nigga
was
just dropped 70 points like
Spider-Man.
about a couple months ago. But go
What did he
ahead.
do before that?
Go ahead.
Probably
What did he do
dropped
before
30.
that?
Probably dropped 30,
Probably dropped
30,
40,
30, 30.
Go ahead. But what's the reasoning? Is it because you ain't seen him play?
I honestly, I ain't paying attention to Donovan Mitchell since, like I said, since he was Spider-Man, bro. We're probably still calling that. But Anthony Edwards is that guy, bro. He's gonna be that guy in about a few years. I like him a lot. I don't know who was the one I benched. Oh, Jalen Brown.
We can talk about like it's Miles Morales.
I don't got a real good reason for that, but I know Donovan Mitchell's getting cut.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I'll go next. I'm Mitchell's actually gonna start on my team. And then I'm gonna who are the other two? I'm sorry.
Anthony Edwards and Jalen Brown.
Edwards and Brown. I actually like Jalen Brown a lot, so he's gonna be on my bench. And Anthony Edwards next year would make the team, but this year he's not gonna make the team. But Jalen Brown, I love his game. He's a dog. He's one of my favorite players. Even though he turns the ball over like crazy, Tone would probably be cussing me out right now, but whatever. And then Mitchell, I don't know what Masai is talking about over there in that corner. But Mitchell, I don't know if you watched last week's pod, but he debunked my whole 6'2" and under statement. So, Mitchell.
How tall is he? 6'2"?
6'1".
6'1".
Ty, I yield the floor to you.
All right. I'm cutting Jalen Brown. Fuck him. I'm starting with Spider-Man. And I'll probably bench and Edwards. Yeah, bro. Donovan Mitchell is the best out of the three. So we're going to start there. And Anthony Edwards is right on his heels. And then there's Jalen Brown, who, yeah, next.
That's
You're not a fan of Jalen Brown?
Huh?
You're not a fan of Jalen Brown like that?
I like him, I guess. He's cool.
You don't gotta like him, Ty. It's alright, bro.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, he's no Jason Tatum, but niggas like to say he's better than Jason Tatum, bro.
No, yeah, we ain't doing that.
People say that?
We ain't
People say that.
doing that. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, people say that.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
I'm talking like NBA analysts say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, next one. You ready?
Yeah.
Since you brought up my, favorite player in the league, Jason Tatum, we're gonna go into that one. So I got, we're gonna go Tatum, Giannis, and Kawhi.
Okay, I'm gonna start Giannis on a bench Tatum, and I'm cutting Kawhi.
Even based off your statement when you said Giannis is teetering, you think he's like,
Well, yeah, the other two aren't teetering, so that's why I'm probably gonna pick Giannis. And Jason Tatum is just as him. And I forgot. I don't know how Kawhi plays basketball, so
Yeah.
I don't really know what he does on the floor anymore because I haven't seen him play in 6 years. So he can't be on my team.
It's tough.
I
This
think
was
I
actually
agree.
gonna be tough. Go ahead, Mozzie. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say I agree with Ty on his top three. I'm gonna start Giannis, bench Tatum, and cut Kawhi. Just because he's always hurt. You can't play injury prone, man.
This is tough, Jones. This is a good one for me. This is tough because Kawhi, I think, has one of the smoothest games.
But he gotta play.
This is all hypothetical.
Yeah,
So
assuming
I'm
he's
gonna.
playing.
Hypothetically, he gonna play.
He's playing 82 this year, and I'm starting Kawhi. I'm putting Giannis on the bench, and Tatum next year you could play. Kawhi, like I said, I think he has one of the smoothest games in basketball. Him and Paul George, I love watching them play basketball. It's like poetry. Giannis, you know what you're gonna get, so you can come off the bench. And then Tatum, I mean, that's like poetry too. It's tough. But he's got a little hitch in his shot, and he said he looked up to Paul Pierce coming up, so I'm good. No Paul Pierce
What the heck's
fan.
wrong with Paul Pierce?
No Paul Pierce fan can be on my team, and that's facts.
You're one of those, huh?
Forget Paul Pierce faking that injury. Then bust our ass. Forget that. Jones next.
All right, so I'm gonna throw in this is a player in his prime. So we're going prime D Rose, Russell Westbrook, and then Ja.
Prime D Rose, Russell Westbrook, Ja.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go. This guy thinks this is some type of bootleg production we're putting on here.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Me? Bro, I told y'all my phone finna. Alright. Well, my phone died in the middle of your production. I hope that's better.
This guy thinks this is some type of bootleg production we're putting on.
What I seen when we started the joint, it was bootleg. What you mean?
Oh shit!
Wow, exposing the
Like I'm
off the
playing,
camera
bro.
things.
This is
That's
amazing. This is an amazing podcast. I'm happy to be on it, man.
Hey,
About to get,
What's your
We upgraded, yo.
he about to
just
get
grabbed
off
his mic?
he about to get off the pod and go pillow talk with his girl about how trash we are, bro. That's crazy.
I would never do nothing like that.
let me hear you say something bad about the pod. Nigga, just like that. 3 of them.
Hey,
Mhm.
man. Start bench cut. Who y'all got?
You said D Rose, John, who?
And Westbrook.
Oh my god, bro, that's easy. I'm starting D Rose in his prime, 100%. I'm cutting John Morant because I don't know if he's gonna have a gun on him or not. And we
Hypothetically,
just talked about Westbrook. We just talked about Westbrook. One of the greatest peaks we've ever seen in NBA history. Who gets 4 triple doubles? Who does that? So yeah, D Rose though. I think D Rose, his knee don't get hurt. He's up there with the Gary Paytons in them. Ty?
Oh shit! Gary Payton is the best. I'm benching D Rose
What?
and I'm starting Russell Westbrook.
Ja didn't make the team. Where's Ja?
Doesn't make it.
As far as I'm concerned, the type of talent that is trying out, there's no way he's trying out. There's no way he's getting through the door of Prime D Rose and Russell Westbrook walk in.
Facts.
He's being turned away at the door. So that's my list of 2.
But you cut D Rose, you said?
I said I benched him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you cut him.
I'm gonna go with. I'm cutting Westbrook first to start off.
This guy's
Fuck out of here.
Cutting Westbrook. I'm gonna start D Rose and bench Ja. That's what I'm gonna do. I know it's them in their prime, but I have never in my life been a fan of Westbrook. Ever.
Yeah, next three.
All right. We got Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Prime Boogie.
I'm starting Boogie, and then we don't really need the other two.
Who was the third one? You said Joel Embiid, Boogie, and who?
And Nikola Jokic.
This boy Boogie, let me tell you something about Boogie. He had a month where he averaged like 32 and 20. 32 and 20. We talk about blackballing players out the league. They blackball Boogie out the league. Only reason he fucked his knee up, and they said yes. And I think they gave him some bootleg doctors, and that made him never come back. And then he came back and he balled, but they made him seem like he was a damn animal. Sorry, Boogie. Damn, I should have put Boogie on but I got my top 5. Boogie. I don't remember the two other names you said. Ty?
Jokic and Embiid.
Yeah, I'm starting Boogman. I'm probably benching Boogman too.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Hey, all-time top 5, not top 5. Boogman should be on there, and I kind of want to scratch out my whole list and put him first. Reconstruct my whole list. Boogman was. I compare him to NBA Jam Shaq or Stretch from NBA Street Volume 2.
Yep.
Was just him on all levels. Could dribble with the best point guards, rebound with the best centers, shoot with the best shooting guards.
I forgot he can shoot. All right.
Let him be from Akron, Ohio. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh!
Let him be from Akron.
You're lucky they never came out with a Boogman shoe. I'll be wearing them motherfuckers, I'm telling you.
Easy. What?
Y'all ain't gonna like mine then. Y'all ain't gonna like mine. I'm starting Jokic. I'm benching Boogie, and I'm cutting Joel Embiid.
I'm glad he made the team, at least. If you would have took
No, he's
Embiid
definitely on the team. But Jokic is too good of a player not to start him, man. Too good.
there's no yo.
He's giving you what Boogie's giving you plus more.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, because Boogie's
He's
gonna give
probably
me
a
a
better
block.
shooter than Boogie. He probably can get more boards than Boogie. He's definitely a better passer than Boogie. Come on now.
You just never watched Boogie.
And he's
so
a
it's
two-time
cool.
MVP.
Hey, Miles, when you're done with this, I want you to go to YouTube.
Nah, I've seen Boogie play,
I
bro.
want you
I
to
get it.
type in DeMarcus
Get it,
Cousins.
bro. Like I know what he is.
DeMarcus.
Can't deny Jokic game.
The-
Because he's white.
DeMarcus.
European. Is that why? Is that why he can't be all starter, bro? Because he's European. Come on now.
Cousins highlights. I want you to look that up.
Look up Jokic highlights.
I watched him play for the last 5 years. I know what he can do. Now
Yeah.
you go
He's
watch.
been balling.
And
Yep.
Boogie will knock your goofy ass out too if you need him to. Yeah.
Jokic will get his brothers. Now what?
He'll knock all them niggas out.
Yeah, he'll knock everybody out except for Zebo.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy for that one.
Ty, you got any shout outs?
Yes. I want to shout out the guys at Big Drip Hoops, AU team. My dog Jacob Hershkin plays at the school I coach at. They just went to Prep Hoops regionals, won at 16U. Shout out to them. Shout out to all the coaches, Kendall, P, Kareem, B-Pad, all them. Congrats. Y'all did your thing. Proud of you. And it's lit. It's lit for real.
Mozzie,
What the fuck?
did you pause? You pulled a tone?
No, I'm here. I just wasn't. I thought it was just a tie thing.
Yeah, me too. But you can. I think everything's just a tie, and maybe that's my fault. I be thinking things are just for me, and everybody else gets to fucking participate.
I wanna do a shout out.
Then do one,
Hey,
bro. Whatever.
hey! Shout out to all y'all for having me on the podcast. Shout out to Tony, even though he ain't here. Jones, L, Ty. Appreciate y'all, man.
We didn't even know who the guest was. We didn't even congregate about this one though. I think it just happened.
I might got another one next week too.
Oh, we just bringing guests. All right. Just kidding.
Listen, I know Ty don't want nobody to have a shout out, but I'm kicking a motherfucking shout out, man. I just want to shout out everybody that believes in striking for what they believe, like to make more money. I'm really down with all the writers that are striking, the actors that are striking. I just love when people, take the power that they have and display it. You know what I'm saying? I think that we, as workers in the society, we get into this into the groove of things, right? And we feel like we can't make change or navigate change or do anything, and we can, because without us, they wouldn't have, kind of like what Ty was talking about a couple weeks ago. We just stopped working. What can they do? So I think that it's important that people take the power that they have, display it. I definitely support all the actors, writers doing their thing. I ride with anybody striking, because you got to know your self-worth. You have to know, and also you're breaking down walls for people that are coming after you too. So,
Yeah.
that's my little words to end the day.
Well, you should have went after me because the way that you can like put me before you because you kind of like hit some shit on the nail though.
Go ahead, Jones.
My shout out. I'm really mad that I don't remember the guy's name though, but it was a guy that I no listen. It was I won't remember. I won't forget your name now. If you come in the bikini meetings and I see you, but it was a guy that I was talking to him and I was telling him about my podcast, right? And about our podcast or whatever. And I said, yeah, we just started, like check it out. We dive in on sports and stuff like that and talk the shit, and like time goes on, I kind of like, I tell so many people about the podcast, like I don't remember everybody I do tell about, like what they look like. But then like he came in one day, I saw him, and he was like, "Hey, yeah, peaked in high school, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "You watch the podcast?" He's like, "Yeah, remember you told me about it?" I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I did." He's like, "Bro, you guys are actually really fucking good." And then he proceeded to give us feedback on the podcast. And I think that's something that we really need is like the feedback from people that do watch it, I told him, I was like, yeah, I just feel like, we're kind of like talking in a dull moment in sports because, we're kind of like in a weird point where it's like the NBA is over, football's kind of like just starting, and all we really have is like MLB. And he's like, no, honestly, like, that's good because it allows you guys to get ready for when, there's nothing but football, basketball every damn day, So he was like, bro, you guys are actually in a good spot. And bro, he gave great feedback, bro, and that really made my day. So, if you're watching this, please give feedback. We take feedback, we take criticism, So, yeah.
We forever build it. And with that, we out of here. Appreciate y'all.